Attention! The following video may contain fun, humor, profanity, personal opinions, political incorrectness, and so on. If you are under the age of 18 or are easily offended by something as simple as gendered words, then I suggest you turn this video off and watch something more suited to you. Something like Sesame Street. Don't say I didn't warn you.
How dare you!
G'day guys, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to those that are possibly having a look for the first time. Today's video, I've got something a little bit different from the norm that I usually post on here. I got myself a OMP Hobby M1 helicopter, and this is something I've been thinking about doing for a little while. Obviously, as you can tell from the room, apart from cars, I also fly model aircraft. But also, I've been having a go at helicopters for maybe about 2 years, roughly. And as you can see behind me here, I've got 2 SAB Goblin helicopters. Been having a lot of fun with those. Also down here I have a Synergy N5C Nitro helicopter. I also have another helicopter that's kind of hidden away, you can't see it. But the reason why I decided to get this OMP M1 helicopter is I want to get better at flying. And while I can fly around pretty good, I want to be able to do a few little aerobatics and things like that. I'm not a 3D pilot by any means, but the thing is that, like, when you have the like the Goblins and the N5C, they're pretty expensive helicopters, and if you get it wrong, that's a lot of money to wreck. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to get a smaller helicopter that if I do crash it, it's most likely going to be minimal damage, and it's also going to be easy to repair and cheaper too. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look on the bench, and we'll go through what you get and what you need. Alright guys, so here it is. Whoops. It is the OMP Hobby M1. It is as you can see on the box here, it is a direct drive. It is 2 brushless motors, and comes in 3 colors and 2 versions. So here you have you got orange, purple, and yellow. I went for the purple, and it also, as I said, it comes in 2 versions. Now, normal version is the what they call the OMP radio protocol, or this one here that is the Futaba protocol. So if you have a Futaba radio, this, I'm guessing, you should just bind straight to it. However, I don't fly either either protocols. I fly, well, with my helicopters I fly with Spectrum. So I'll get to the radio situation in a second, but we'll have a look inside. You have to excuse me, I'm trying to do this while holding a camera. So in the box, comes in a nice box, but you get your flight controller settings, you get some basic tools. There's some screwdrivers in there, some wrenches. You also get in the box a battery. you get some extra, actually, well, you get some servo horns and some spare screws, but you also get, oh, there it is. You get a battery charging adapter. Now, you're probably wondering why they include this. The battery that comes, it comes with a battery, but the one battery that comes with it is just a balance plug, and it plugs into the receiver port thing. So they supply you with a adapter lead, and this is an XT60. I mean, if you had other connectors, you could probably swap it out, but it comes with an XT60. So bear with me a sec, guys. So this is the helicopter, and like I said, it's a dual brushless motor. It is direct drive. This one is, like I said, the Futaba protocol. However, to run this, especially if you're like me and you use Spectrum, because I have a Spectrum NX8, you will need a Spectrum satellite. And so you will need a Spectrum satellite, and in the actually I'll try and do this again one-handed. So you got some ports here. I'll have to read the instructions, but you just plug your satellite into there and do the binding. Now, I'm not going to bore you with how to bind it and how to set it up. There are a plethora of videos out there on these things, how to set them up, but I will leave a link in the description for a video down below. And if you're like me and fly Spectrum, it will go through with you the procedure of setting these up with a Spectrum radio. So guys, before I get ahead of myself, so here's the battery that it comes with, if I can get it out. Okay. It's a very tight fit. That's what she said. So that's the battery that it comes with. It's the 2-cell 350 milliamp hour 50C discharge LiPo battery. And like as I said, it's just a balance lead that plugs into there, hence why they supply you with a charging adapter. So what I'm going to do, guys, like I said, I'm not going to bore you with setting this up. I'm going to do it off camera, and we will have our first flight with it. Alright guys, here it is. It's actually been a couple of days since I did the unboxing. It's been raining like crazy, so this is I'm just trying to get out now. I have done a bit of a test hover in my lounge room, but this is the first break in rain that we've had, so I'm not going to do anything crazy. Well, that's not my flying style anyway, so we're just going to fly around a little bit, see how we go. I've got my timer set for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. It's only a small battery, and I've found that at 3 minutes and 30 seconds the batteries are at 3.8 volt per cell. So I mean, you can obviously go longer. and I'm just flying it at low rates at the moment. But at the moment, I mean, it's nice and stable. I do think it comes factory set in stability mode, which honestly doesn't worry me. Like on the cyclics I have at the moment, the rates set at 60%. The rudder though, it's at 100%, but that's alright. There's a bit of a tail wag. But there is a slight breeze. I mean, this is really the first proper flight that it's had, apart from a test hover in my lounge room. So I'm just getting the feel for it. But I mean, but at the moment, for how it is, I mean, I just set it up as best I could, because I'm used to the other fly-barless units for my other helicopters. But the this OMP system is not bad. But we're getting close to the end, and we're going to hear the alarm going off. There we go. Now, quick tip guys, when you're landing, make sure you're on the ground before you hit throttle cut, otherwise it'll spin out of control. Alrighty, well, I consider that a good...
Volume 80.
Yes, 80. I consider that a good first flight for the model. So I'm just going to stop the video here and I'll be back. Well guys, I'm going to call that a successful first flight. Like I said, I did do a test hover in my lounge room to make sure everything was working fine. And it's been a while since then because, I mean, as you can see, the weather has just been absolutely horrid. And it's been probably about a week since I got the helicopter, because it's just done nothing but rain. And so even when I just came out here, you know, it just started to spit rain. I'm like, come on, give me a break. But yeah, I mean, honestly, for the first flight, I just wanted to get used to it, see how it reacts and performs and handles and so forth. And it feels quite nice to fly. It doesn't feel out of control. I know it looks like it's out of control, but that's just me. But yeah, it's a nice model to fly, and it's definitely built well, definitely nice and quiet. I mean, all you can really hear is just the blade noise. So and one thing I will say too, I mean, I'm no expert helicopter pilot. I mean, I'm pretty good with model aircraft and that, but helicopters are something that do take some time to get used to. I'm personally not going to recommend this for a beginner, more for an intermediate level. But I mean, setup was pretty straightforward, and like I said, I'll leave a video down below, a link to a video down below, where it shows shows you how to set up your radio. It's if you run Spectrum like me. But other than that, yeah, it's a nice helicopter. The only downfall is I only have one battery, so I'm gonna have to buy some more batteries. So that's the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to give it a like, and stay tuned for more RC videos, guys. So enjoy your hobby, and cheers.